How you doing? Welcome to this review of the Salomon S-Lab XA Alpine 2. There's not many reviews or much info about these boots online, so I thought I'd just put together my review now after wearing these boots for 2 weekends in Snowdonia. So let me give you a bit of info about the boot. So basically it's like a trail runner cross between a mountain boot, which is quite unique. I've not really seen anything else like these. Basically, let's just dive in and take a quick look. So essentially they are, I'm going to jump around in this review because I haven't really thought about what I'm going to say. So they're based on the S-Lab Sense, which is Salomon's top-end trail running shoe. So that's basically what you've got inside. You've got an S-Lab Sense trail running shoe, like I say, with this carbon chassis sole. So you've got the quick lace system, which if you've not worn Salomon before, you may love it, you may hate it. I actually really like it. I find I can get a really good fit on my foot, and it doesn't come loose. So it's got the Sensi fit, kind of standard Salomon fit, which is very comfortable. I found being out in these for 2 days solid, at no point were my feet achy or sort of, yeah, I just really super comfortable. And the gaiter itself, I actually really like it because, like, for instance, when we was coming down from Crib Goch, we came down one of the scree slopes that's just after you've come over Crib Goch, and coming down those scree slopes, we were flying down those scree slopes, and this gaiter meant that at no point did I get anything in my shoe. So I find these to be really useful, but also you can kind of, as I'm kind of just walking up to a location or whatever, I just kind of fold them over like so, and I just kind of leave them like that until I get to the actual scrambling, and then I'll zip these up. And you got a buckle at the top there to sort of protect over the zip. I wanted something that was, like I say, lightweight, that I can run in, that's super comfortable, and I just don't like big clunky boots, either hiking boots or kind of mountain boots. You know, these will take a crampon. Not all types of crampons, but it will take a crampon. I mean, this boot was designed by Salomon in conjunction with Kylian Jornet, which I'm sure you know that guy is like a superhuman alien, and you can see him wearing these boots in this video here, which I will stick a link to in the description, where he's out for like 60 hours climbing mountains, like some kind of crazy nutcase. And this is the boot he's wearing throughout. So if it's good enough for that crazy guy, then it's good enough for kind of a out of shape dude like me. So, but yeah, I kind of bought these with winter in mind, really, because I will be wanting to use crampons, but I don't want some, you know, I'm not going climbing the Alps or climbing some crazy mountain. I'm just going to be going to Snowdonia or Scotland, and I want to be able to move quite quickly. Okay, so let's just boil it down to pros and cons. So pros: lightweight, real flexible, you can run in them, they're really comfortable. They do perform well in the rain, but when you're traipsing through bogs just like for hours on end, as we were on the descent from Crib Goch, then they did start to let in some water. But you know, even Gore-Tex boots will fail at some point. However, if you're going to be traipsing through bogs all day long, weekend after weekend, these are not for you. However, why you'd want to be traipsing through bogs like all weekend, I don't know. You know, the climbing zone on the sole here, which you find on most climbing boots and approach shoes, that makes all the difference when you're scrambling, because obviously you get that nice precision hold on tiny little sort of steps on rocks and stuff like that. And with the carbon chassis sole, you know, I kind of find that I can trust my feet. I can trust that the boot's not going to slip. However, there is a caveat to this. On normal approach shoes, you have laces which go all the way down, right down to the bottom of the toes, which you can tighten up as much as you want. You're not going to get that fit on the front of these boots, because they have the quick lace system. The laces don't go all the way down to the front here. You're not going to be able to tighten them up in the same way that you can tighten up, let's say, a La Sportiva TX4, for example. I haven't found it to be an issue with the type of scrambling I'm doing. grade 2s, 3s, grade 1s, whatever in Snowdonia. However, it is something to be aware of. So I think really they're the two main things to consider is what you want these boots for. If you wanted something that's totally waterproof, that you can trace around all day long in torrential rain and bogs and this boot is not for that. I mean, it's not designed for that anyway, and the weather in the UK is kind of fairly specific to the UK. And again, if you want to be able to have that precise control over the lacing, like you'll get on a La Sportiva approach shoe, this will not give you that. So, however, if you are looking for a really lightweight cross trail runner mountain boot that you can scramble around in and move quickly in, I think these are the business. And like I say, there's nothing else that I've seen online that compares to these. There's nothing of equal design, essentially. I think there's a Terex pair that are not a million miles away, but they're about the same price, and I just opted for the Salomons. Like I said earlier, if it's good enough for the crazy Killian, then it's good enough for me. Just one more thing that I didn't mention is you've got protective rubber all the way around the boot. It's going to protect the boot from wearing out. If you're scrambling, you really want something with what they call a rand, literally all the way around. This boot has that. It's also got sort of padding around the ankle here, so in case you crack your ankle bone on a rock, it's gonna protect you to a degree. And I think that is it for this review. But yeah, I love these boots, and I think they're going to do really well in winter conditions. The ability to take a crampon on such a lightweight, what is essentially a trail running shoe with a sort of cladding to it, is brilliant, because I don't want some massive boot to take a crampon if I'm just going to be going places like Snowdonia or Glencoe or wherever. I think these boots kind of are a middle ground between a full-on Alpine style climbing boot and just a trail runner. Yeah, I love these boots. Any questions, stick them in the comments. I've waffled far too long. Goodbye.